we're breaking down part 2 of the Baddies East Auditions only on Damien After Dark. Welcome back. I'm excited to have you here. And if you have not subscribed yet, go ahead and click that subscribe button right below this video so you can get locked into all things Damien After Dark. Also, make sure you support the channel by clicking the thumbs up button. You can click the thumbs up button and that is your way of supporting the channel for free. If you want to support in other ways, you can also send me a super chat or a super thanks. And my Cash App is also in the video description below. Your support helps this channel grow and thrive, and I appreciate you guys so much for that. Last but not least, join the conversation. I want to hear from you on what you got to say about part 2 of this audition process. Who was your favorite girl that auditioned? Who do you want to see on Baddies East next season? Well, look, I'll tell you one thing. I got a lot of opinions. I got a lot to say. You better believe we're gonna talk about it all, okay? Also, after this, go ahead and head on over to the latest Bad Boys Texas after show. Each and every Sunday night, we break down Bad Boys Texas on the Zeus network as well. If you're watching that video will be uploaded right after this one. Let's go ahead and jump right into the auditions, okay? So, let's start out with pretty much the first girl that came on to the scene. Well, pause, let me say this. You probably already know if you're watching and expecting, if you're expecting the Baddies East actual audition episode, you already know this ain't it. Because it never fails, every fucking after show we do, somebody come in the comments talking about where's the full episode. Y'all, listen, broke hoes don't belong over here. Okay, this is for the people who pay for Zeus Network. We watch the show, we gather after the episode, and we talk about it. Me and my peoples. If you're not a part of that crew, get the fuck out, okay? We're not going to give you $4.99 so you can subscribe. Go subscribe yourself. It's literally the cost of a cheeseburger. If you pay for lunch every day, you can pay for motherfucking Zeus Network. It's split, or $5.99, I'm sorry, $5.99. I'm not uploading the full episode. Go find that elsewhere. All right. Now that we've touched bases with that, Zoe from the Bronx. That started out part 2. She pretty much opened part 2. She was the first one who auditioned. I don't feel like she got a fair shot, to be honest with you. She came up. She was one who's like, I'm not super rowdy. I'm a little nervous right now. And then Low London said, you're not for TV. Next, which set Zoe off, and now she wants to fight Low. And like, I know she wasn't the most exciting, but I feel like they just did not give her a chance to really tell them who she was, you know? And she also messed up by saying, I'm a little nervous. I feel like you should have left that out. Most people would be nervous doing something like that, but if you show these judges that, they're gonna think, well, you're gonna be nervous around a camera crew. Listen, can we talk about the girl, the one in the all-black ensemble with like the auburn-colored hair, who came and said, all eyes on motherfucking me. The fuck's y'all talking about? She literally walked in and said, all eyes on motherfucking me. And everybody in the room was like, huh? Who is this girl? I don't know why. I can't explain it. But that took me out when she came around the corner. I mean, she walked in with the confidence, all eyes on motherfucking me. The fuck is you talking about? And all eyes was on her. All eyes was on her, okay? Now, she did say she scammed some. And I'm just like, oh God, here we go with the scamming shit. But, I don't know, she was funny to me. She said, I trick, I scam, I sell a little bit of pussy on the side. I'm like, okay. I'm like, yeah, this girl is a hot mess. But, I don't know, they gave her a ticket. And I like her. I don't know, listen, y'all know how I feel about those that come on here talking about I scam. It ain't cute, whatever. But the fact that she came in that room and commanded the attention by saying, all eyes on me. And all eyes went to her. I liked her. Did y'all like her? Y'all know who I'm talking about? What was her name? I don't think I have her name on here. She didn't have no kind of like crazy name that she come up with. I think she was just going by her regular name. Now, did y'all peep Low London saying to Biggie, because Biggie gave this girl a ticket. She liked her too. And one of the few things Biggie and I will agree on. And Lo London said, just like this is the face that she had. Biggie, you like prostitutes? With her nose up like she's better than. Lo, we don't do that over here. Your Alabama is showing, Lo. Lo is from Alabama like me, and it's showing, okay? Because there's some ignorant motherfuckers here who think a little one way. You know, they're very ignorant and narrow-minded. What's wrong with the prostitutes, Lo? What's wrong with prostitutes? Nothing. They contribute to the economy as well, whether you believe that or not. And some people have to sell pussy to put food on the table, Lo. And I ain't mad at it. It is what it is. Sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. Listen, if I had no other options, I'd sell some pussy too. Fuck's you talking about? Why are we shaming the like, I don't like that Lo tried to look down on that girl. Granted, she was kind of bragging about selling pussy. However, why are we looking down upon her? Why are you like, Biggie, you like prostitutes? Because I guarantee you, Lo. And I love me some Lo London. Y'all know I love me some Lo London. But I guarantee you, let the right bag come across your way, and you'd be sold to the highest bidder too. Everybody's got a dollar price. I'm just saying. And now while we're on prostitutes and scammers and all that, there was this girl that came in there named Big Lane. I don't know if y'all remember Big Lane. She had the little blonde bob wig she was wearing. And Biggie nexted her. And I'm like, why is Big Lane not as qualified as the girl who just came in here and said she tricked, scammed, and sold pussy? The only difference in Big Lane and her was that, yes, this girl didn't have as big of a personality as Big Lane, I don't feel like, but this girl, Big Lane said she just graduated with her master's degree, and Biggie was like, next. And there's something terribly wrong when we value scamming and prostitution over somebody who's got their master's degree. Honestly, now, as I just said, there's nothing wrong with a little bit of tricking. You got to do what you got to do. But let's not shun the girls over here getting their educational bag, okay? We're sending the wrong message. Because you know you got young girls watching this baddie shit. And y'all got them thinking the only way they can be on TV and do this kind of shit is that they come in, shake their ass, squirt, and leak from their vagina, scam, trick, and everything in between. Yes, the girl before, like I said, had a little bit more personality. Maybe that's why they chose her over Big Lane. But it looks like she was turned down because she said, you know, I got a master's degree. Maybe not. Maybe not. I wish another one of the girls would have stepped in and said something, you know. So we've seen, at this point, we're done with the pre-screening. The pre-screening was the first round where you saw Lo London, Kat, Scotty, and Biggie, and Rolly, right? Which, notice that Rolly was not in this episode. I don't know if she got pissed and was fed up with all the fighting, the bickering, the back and forth, the next, and then the giving the tickets away. I don't know what happened with Rolly. She seemed over it last episode, so we didn't see her in this one. I'm fine with it. Y'all know I had a little issue with Rolly last season. Where are we at? Okay, so pre-screening. Now that the pre-screening is done, they're going on to the next phase of auditions where the girls will meet Natalie, Krishan, Tokyo Tony, and Ruby Rose. So this is the final phase in the auditions. If the girls get a ticket in this round, then that's where the producers of the show and Natalie and whoever will come together. They'll look at all the girls who got tickets and they will narrow it down from there and choose who will be on the cast. Last season, only 3 girls were chosen. this season, I don't know. Are we going to get any girls chosen? Are we going to get 9 girls chosen? Is the entire cast going to be all new girls? I doubt it. We'll see what's going to happen. Now, one thing I will say is that last year, Tommy on Baddies West was a judge for the Baddies West auditions. And we saw that Tommy went from judge to cast member of Baddies West. So my question to y'all and Zeus Network is, will Ruby Rose be a part of the cast next season? Are they going to, if history repeats itself, Ruby Rose should be on Baddies East. I'm not saying that that's my opinion. She should be, because I don't know Ruby Rose from Adam. This is the first time I've ever watched this girl ever. I've heard her name, but I didn't know who she was. So, if they follow patterns like they did last year, where Tommy was a judge and then became a cast member, it would only make sense that Ruby Rose was on the cast. I mean, if we're smart here and we pay attention, don't y'all think the same? Do y'all think Ruby Rose is going to be a cast member next season? I know some of y'all may be saying, well, what about Tokyo Toni? She was up there. Is she gonna? I don't think Tokyo will be on Baddies. If she is, I will be shocked. I think it will be entertaining if she's there. Maybe Tokyo and Ruby will both be on the cast. I don't know. We'll have to see. Now, first up in the final rounds, we see Mariah Lynn walk in. Mariah Lynn from Love and Hip Hop, New York. She's the white girl that had the long blonde ponytail that came in first right off the bat. And I'm like, okay, this seems all too familiar. Like we were just talking about. Anytime these washed up reality stars from other TV shows walk into a room to audition for a Zeus show, chances are they've been pre-picked. Zeus has already chosen them to be on the show. We've talked about this. Y'all know. We've discussed this weeks ago on another after show. Anytime you see somebody come in and you notice them from another show, chances are Zeus already chose them for the show. Right? Look at Bad Boys Texas. Prince came to audition. He was on the show. He had connections to Zeus already because he knew Bobby Lights. Look at Chef D. He auditioned for Bad Boys Texas. He's on the show. He had connections to Natalie Nunn. He was her friend. Okay? They've done this before. So y'all mean to tell me that Mariah Lynn is just coincidentally auditioning for the show? No, I think Zeus Network wanted her to be a part of Baddies East because she's on Love and Hip Hop New York. She's on the East Coast. They want an East Coast girl. And I think they called Mariah Lynn up and said, hey, we want to offer you a contract to be on Baddies East. Oh, by the way, we need you to show up to the auditions so it looks like you were chosen fairly. But we're going to pay you to show up to the auditions too. That's exactly how that phone call went. No, I may be wrong. Mariah may not be on the show. But, as I said, if history repeats itself like it usually does, I think Mariah Lynn and Ruby Rose will be a part of the cast. What about y'all? What about y'all? I mean, listen, if she ends up on next season, the gig is up, Zeus. We know. We know what y'all are doing. We get it. Y'all can stop trying to play us, the viewers, as stupid like we don't know what you're doing. And by the way, did y'all see how quick Natalie handed Mariah Lynn that ticket? Like, it took zero effort. Like, Mariah was like, my Mariah Lynn, I'm that bitch, and nobody's going to do anything about it. And she walked right up and grabbed her ticket. Now, as Mariah goes outside, when you get your ticket, you walk out and you do a little interview with Janisha. And as Mariah's doing her interview with Janisha, all hell breaks loose in the audition room as girls are fighting one another. Because apparently one girl grabbed the mic from another girl, and they just went to tussling. Went to town on one another, and the fight ended up tumbling out into the hallway where Mariah Lynn was. So while this is happening, Mariah Lynn, as the fight tumbles out into the hallway where Mariah Lynn is getting interviewed, somebody apparently falls into Mariah Lynn, and she drops her Balenciaga bag, and her bag's on the floor. Now, while her bag's on the floor, there's so much commotion going on. People are like, you know, in front of Mariah Lynn, and she's just trying to get to her bag. Rightfully so. I understand why she's upset. My shit's on the floor. This expensive, nice bag is on the floor. I know how that is when you got a nice, expensive bag. I want my shit. But here's where Mariah lost me. And y'all know where Mariah lost me. Y'all already know. Mariah lost me when she said, I'm Mariah Lynn, or something like that. I'm Mariah fucking Lynn. Maybe the fucking wasn't there. I don't know. Either way, she name dropped herself. I'm Mariah Lynn. My bag is on the floor. Like, girl, ain't nobody give a fuck who you are. At the end of the day, you may have been pre-picked. We don't know. But at the end of the day, you just like the rest of us hoes sitting here trying to get a ticket to be on this show. To get a bag of money. Like, I can't stand when people do the whole, don't you know who I am? Like, girl, please, you ain't no Cardi B or Jocelyn. Even if you were, I don't like the name dropping. I don't care who you are. Bitch, if I cut you, you gonna bleed red like the rest of us. The fuck? And by the way, I think the girl who got the mic snatched from her that was in that whole altercation, I think she deserved a ticket because she held her own. You know, she wasn't expecting that. She got the mic snatched from her. Then girl just hit her in the head with the mic, you know, bopped her right out, and then she went in. Mama went in for the kill. So I hope she got her ticket. Now, we saw a woman in a wheelchair come forward. Her name was Magic. And she was a double amputee. She had both of her legs amputated. And Mama got down off the wheelchair. Keep in mind, for those who did not watch, for those of you who came here just for the recap, both of her legs are amputated. This girl got off her wheelchair and busted it wide open, okay? She twerked it, she worked it, she put it in motion and reversed it, okay? What Missy Elliott say? She turned that ass around, she twerked it, and then I'm like, what the fuck am I watching? Am I in the Twilight Zone? And then Rock gonna get down off the judge's table, go down there, pick girl up, and put her back in her wheelchair, which I thought was nice. I mean, I thought it was nice. But hey, I liked old girl, and I thought that was, I was like, okay, you know, she did that. Considering that she has no legs, she did that. And we gotta give respect where respect is given. I was speechless, to be honest with you. But listen, here's the problem for me. I'm for everybody having their opportunity. If you want to be on TV, it shouldn't matter if you have a disability. It shouldn't matter who you are, what you look like, nothing like that, okay? Everybody should have an equal opportunity. But this is Zeus, okay? This is Zeus, and this reminds me of Hot Wheels on Bobby I Love You Purr. If you watch the Bobby I Love You Purr after shows, you already know probably what I'm finna say. The problem where it comes for me is like, sure, let's bring her on the show, but if she's going to be made fun of, if she's going to become a laughing stock, if y'all are going to air people making jokes about the girl, then I don't want to see it. That's just me. I don't know about y'all, but that's just me. To me, it gets uncomfortable when they cast people with disabilities. That's going to sound totally wrong. There's nothing wrong with anybody having a disability. People with disabilities have just as big personalities as people who don't have disabilities. People with disabilities be just as fine as some of these people who don't, right? Again, the problem for me is when people are mean with it. Remember when on Bobby I Love You Purr, when they literally pushed Hot Wheels' wheelchair? That was so disgusting to me. I don't care if we're filming a show. I don't care, like, there's a line you do not cross. That was disgusting for me to watch. Which Bobby Lights apologized for, but it still left a bad taste in my mouth. And we can forgive, but we never what? forget. And like that's just what I'm saying. Like if we cast this girl in the wheelchair who has a big personality, who is awesome, cool, bring her on. Can we please not push her wheelchair? Can we please not, do the whole mean girl shit? You can shade people, read people, be nasty, do whatever you got to do without going there with it. And listen, I know these people sign up for it themselves, because there's always the perspective, well, oh, they sign up for this, they know what they're getting themselves into. Okay, and that's a reasonable argument. I know they sign up for it, but at the end of the day, there is an entire community that these people represent, and it may not be hurtful to some, but it could be hurtful to others, Imagine you in a wheelchair, you just trying to enjoy this show, watch for entertainment, and then you look up there and they making wheelchair jokes, or they pushing people in their wheelchair. Anyway, Natalie asked her, what you gonna do if one of these bitches try running up on you? And she said, these legs might be gone, but these hands ain't. Yes, see, that's personality. That's personality. She was quick with it. She spit that shit out so quick, and she said, hey, these legs might be gone, but what, right? Now, Zeus, we need backstories on why some of these girls are just getting dropped out of nowhere. Y'all see the girl who walked in, she had the mic, she walked in, she talking her shit, yada, 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 then all of a sudden, doop, homegirl got knocked the fuck out. And we, like, with no backstory. Then we don't get no backstory. I'm like, what happened? Did they get in a fight in line? Did something happen in pre-screening? Like, where did that come from? I don't know. Before the audition even starts, like, what is going on with these girls? They come in, and all of a sudden, douche. It's like Jonathan when Anthony playing basketball with Anthony's head on the side of the bus. Do y'all remember who Miss Brown Sugar was? Can we talk about Miss Brown Sugar for a minute? She was the middle-aged woman that looked like she could be Tokyo Tony's sister, that came in there and showed her tits and said she was 35 years old. Did y'all catch that? Tokyo Tony knew it was up to, because that's one of the first questions Tokyo asked her. How old are you? And she said 35. Ma'am, if you are 5 years older than me, I will lick your ass. There is no way you are 35 years old, ma'am. Don't be ashamed of it. She looked more like Tokyo's age, which was 55, 54, something around there. If that's your age, own it. Own that shit, because you would have been a badass 53-year-old, 54-year-old, whatever. Own that shit. Don't try to dumb yourself down and be younger because you're around all these little young cats. Own that shit, okay? Krishan's sister was conveniently there to audition. But I don't think she really got picked, because in the end, she got into an argument with Natalie to the point where her and Natalie were about to fight. Which word on the curb was that Krishan's sister was supposed to be a part of the cast. I think they were looking at her, or she's been trying to get on the show, or whatever. What do y'all think? Do y'all think Krishan's sister is another one of those pre-picks that they have there to audition, but they're really going to choose her after all? I don't know. Based off the way Natalie was acting towards her, I don't know if they will choose her. And Rock said that her own sister tried to fight her while she was pregnant. What kind of shit is that? What kind of shit is that? I don't care to see Rock's sister, to be honest. She seemed thirsty. She seemed jealous of her sister. She seemed like she wants to be the star. Ain't that crazy? Krishan never really wanted to be famous. The sister did. Look who became famous, and look who's still thirsting. Another thing I want to know, and I wonder if any of y'all noticed this. I just want to say that for Tokyo Tony to have this persona that we see online, that she's crazy. We see her doing this wild, outlandish shit where she be in the car, throwing her pussy up in the air. Not literally showing it, but she be in her car, just putting her legs up in the air. The way she's talked to and treated her daughter, the things that she's done and she said. The Tokyo that we saw in these auditions seemed to be sane to me. She seemed like she was all the way there. I don't know. Like, maybe she's on some sort of medication that balances the chemicals out in her brain. I don't know. This is not to be shady. This is like to be dead honest. Like, Tokyo seemed clear. She seemed coherent, present, there. I'm like, why do we see so many different Tokyo Tonys? And it made me think, like, does she have some kind of, bipolar disorder, but where she takes her medicine, she's normal? Does she have psychosis? Like, I don't know. I'm curious to know, though, because I feel like this Tokyo Tony, if this is how she was all the time, Tokyo would really be making some bread, and she wouldn't have to rely on her daughter. I think that she's entertaining enough that people would want to work with her. You know what I'm saying? And she looked nice. She looked real nice. She looked pretty. Do y'all... Okay, here's another one that I liked. Wop Wop from One More Chance, I think. It was either One More Chance or... I don't remember what show it was, but she was on a Zeus show. And I liked her. She did more than the rest of the girls that was in her group. So I'm here for it. I liked Wop Wop. Did y'all like her? What about Miss Million or Miss Mills, whatever her name is? She was the one in the gold ensemble. The all gold ensemble that did the little Jamaican, what do they call it? Bus wine or whatever. I don't know what it's called. The Wine Me Down. Whatever Tokyo asked them to do at the end. She had the gold ensemble. I liked her too. She was one of my picks as well. I liked her personality. She didn't seem extra, and she was very beautiful. That was Miss Million, I think. I don't know. We saw Black China come in towards the tail end, and I'm kind of like, what was China's purpose being there? She really wasn't a judge. She came in the last 5 minutes of the judges thing in the second round. But, like, what was her purpose being there? You know what I'm saying? I don't get it. Like, did y'all pay China to be there? Because if you did, your money was wasted. She didn't do shit. I could have seen had she been up there as a judge the entire time with her mom, but she wasn't. And another thing I noticed, y'all tell me, for those that have followed Black China for a while, did she bleach her skin? And that's just like me really wondering. Like, no shade. Maybe it was the blonde hair she had, because that blonde wig I loved it. She looked so pretty in what she was wearing and whatnot. But she looked so, like, swear to God, if y'all didn't see it, Black China looked as light as me. Now, granted, for those who don't know, I am biracial. I am mixed. My father is black. My mother is white. I know you may not be able to tell, but I got a little tan to me. But China literally looked my shade. Now, maybe her father was light-skinned. I don't know. I've never seen Black China's Angela White's father. But either her dad has to be light-skinned. If China's father is the same shade as her mother, there is no way you can convince me that she did not bleach her skin. I mean, am I the only one that feels that way? I'm just saying. Just wondering. Anyways, that is the end of our after show this evening. I want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in to another episode here on the Damien After Dark channel. How did you guys enjoy the Baddies East auditions? Did you see any girls that you think are worthy to be on the next season of Baddies East? Who was your top picks? Give me your top picks of who you liked the most. Also, do you think girls like Mariah Lynn and Ruby Rose will be on the next season of Baddies East? Do you think they were pre-picks? I want to hear all your thoughts and all your opinions right here in the comment section. Make sure you join the conversation. Also, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Turn on your post notifications so you're always locked in when the Damien After Dark channel goes live or posts a new video. Last but not least, support the channel, okay? You can support the channel by sending us a Cash App. My Cash App is in the description below. You can also do that by leaving a super chat or a super thanks by using YouTube. Now, I will say that YouTube does take about 50% of what you send us creators. So just keep that in mind. If you want to send it through Cash App, The Cash App information is there. Now, you can also support the channel for free. You ain't got to spend your money. You can support the channel for free. It's simple. Click the thumbs up button to like this channel. I do want a special thank you to 2 of our supporters that donated here on the channel. That is Lori Tayeba. Lori, if I pronounced your name wrong, please just get me right in the comments. Gather me together if I pronounced your name wrong, my love. Lori Tayeba, thank you so much. Each and every week you come on these videos and you support me, and I love you so much. So I thank you for your Cash App, as well as Felicia Buchanan. Thank you so much as well, Felicia, for donating to the Damien After Dark channel. I really appreciate it. So if you guys want to donate, you can do that. That helps support this channel. It helps us do bigger and better things over here, okay? I love you guys so much for watching. Even if you don't donate, you don't have to do that. Like I said, hit the thumbs up button. It's free to support. And guess what? We'll see you next time on Damien After Dark. If you haven't already, check out that Bad Boys Texas after show coming tonight only on Damien After Dark. Mwah! Love y'all. See ya.